When you hear the name Walton, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Walmart, right? A massive global empire built on retail. But there's another Walton legacy out there, one that isn't measured in quarterly earnings, but in art and well-being. This is the story of Alice Walton, and how she took one of the biggest fortunes on the planet and decided to build something brand new with it.
Right from the start, Alice Walton's path was just different. I mean, she could have easily just stepped into the family business, right? Managing this huge, pre-existing empire. But instead, she chose to go her own way, to build a personal vision. And that vision wasn't about just maintaining wealth. It was about creating something, well, way more profound: cultural value.
So, okay, how did she actually do that? How did she carve out this totally different path for herself? While her brothers, Rob and Jim, were taking over at Walmart and carrying on their father's legacy, Alice made a very conscious choice to break the mold. She had her own passions, and she was absolutely determined to follow them.
And you know, this drive for independence, it started way before her big philanthropic projects. She wasn't just sitting around waiting to inherit a fortune. Nope, she was out there building her own. She started her career as an equity analyst, and then, get this, in 1988, she founded her own investment bank, the Llama Company. This wasn't just about making money, it was about proving she could do it herself, establishing her own foundation. That self-reliance really became the hallmark of her entire career. And it's that independent spirit that really fueled her most ambitious project yet. You see, she had this lifelong passion for art, and it was about to take root in, of all places, the American heartland, creating a world-class institution.
And when I say ambitious, I really mean it. This was not some little side project. We're talking about a colossal personal investment, hundreds of millions of her own dollars to create what would eventually become the Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art. That is just an extraordinary level of commitment to a single powerful idea.
But that leads to the big question, right? Why on earth would you put a world-class museum in rural Arkansas? I mean, conventional wisdom says you build these huge cultural centers in places like New York, or London, or Paris. So why Bentonville, Arkansas, the hometown of Walmart? What was really driving this decision that seems to go against everything we think we know?
Well, her reason was actually pretty simple, but also incredibly profound. It was all about democratizing art. She wanted to bring these masterpieces to a community that, let's be honest, would probably never get to see them otherwise. It was a bold statement, you know? Challenging that whole idea that great culture only belongs in big coastal cities. And of course, it was a way to create a brand new, deeply meaningful landmark right in her family's hometown.
But her vision didn't just stop at the museum's walls. It started to grow, to evolve. She began to see this really powerful connection between art, personal well-being, and even the health of the entire community. Her mission started to expand from something purely cultural to something deeply, deeply human. And that led her to create the Whole Health Institute. It's this organization that's totally dedicated to a holistic approach to wellness. It's a fundamental shift in how we think about health, right? Not just as, oh, I'm not sick, but as the active integration of your mind, your body, and your spirit. It's all about making true well-being accessible to everyone.
So you can see this clear, powerful progression. It starts with this vision to share art, which then blossoms into this belief that art actually has the power to heal. And that in turn leads to this even bigger mission for holistic community health. It's just a beautiful example of how a single passion can grow and morph into something truly transformative.
So what does all this add up to? Well, it's a story about completely redefining what it means to inherit wealth. It's not just about getting money. It's about transforming those financial resources into a whole new kind of legacy, one built on culture and well-being.
And that's really the core takeaway here. Alice Walton's journey is this powerful example of using immense resources, not just to, preserve or manage what's already there, but to actively create something totally new, to generate cultural and social value that literally did not exist before.
Her story really leaves us with a powerful message. It's best captured by this idea that you have the right and the ability to redefine yourself through your own passion and to use your resources, whatever they may be, to serve the common good. It's a huge inspiration, a reminder that no matter where you start from, your passion can be the engine that creates a meaningful life and, hey, maybe even a better world.
Which brings us to the ultimate question, doesn't it? What does it truly mean to build a legacy? Is it something you just inherit? Or is it something you have to actively create? Alice Walton's life makes a pretty powerful argument for the second one. It's a challenge to all of us, really, to think not just about what we're given, but what we choose to build with it.